The growth of the Industrial Revolution depended on the ability to transport materials and goods from place to place. So there were many changes and improvements on ways of transportation that took place during the Revolution. Before the Revolution, the main type of transportation was the use of domesticated animals, or by walking. The wagon and horse carried most of the important items, but they didn't move very far from home. Most areas were self-sufficient, and they used the putting out system. So as a result, people didn't have to bring very much from outside. Therefore, the road system connecting different areas were usually poor. This situation changed as the Industrial Revolution spread throughout Great Britain, Europe, and the United States. During the Industrial Revolution, the three main types of transportation were waterways, railroads, and roads. Canals have been a major form of transportation since Egypt. Water was accessible during this time, so they used it to their advantage and started building canals, which were cheap and helped manufacturers ship more products at one time. It also helped the goods reach more remote places and get the products to the people quicker. At that time, most roads were too bumpy for large shipping wagons, but canals gave people a way to ship fragile items such as fine china. Unfortunately, people had some issues with the canals because not all canals were wide enough to fit all ships, due to the fact that wider the canal, the more the money it costed. The booming canal network that Britain had built slowly declined due to the growth and popularity of the railroads. Richard Trevithick created a steam-powered locomotive that pulled carriages along roads, and on February 24, 1804, the Stourbridge Line was tested on tracks in the United Kingdom. Short after, railroads took over the transportation industry and became the most popular form of transportation. Railroads were popular because, unlike canals, they could run out of water during summer or winter. They were more reliable and more usable any time of the year. Locomotives could haul several tons of coal or iron across land with speed. Many people invested in the transportation industry, and they hired many more to work on their businesses. Thomas Telford made new foundations and roads with large, flat stones. The roads were important because with new and improved roads came the first efficient cars to transport the goods beyond the limits of the railroads and waterways. With that, cities and towns could be farther removed from transportation hubs since not everyone lived close to a waterway or railroad. So now customers could get their goods and supplies in a more effective manner. These improvements on waterways, roads, and railroads all made traveling safer, and it allowed goods to be moved more efficiently.